Welcome to Hardcore Garage. It's early in the morning. I've had this box sitting here for a couple of days, and I really got to see what's in the box. I know y'all are interested to see what's in this box. It's more than likely parts for this truck right here. So we got to see what's in this box. Hope everybody is doing good on this great weekend. Guess I ordered a cardboard box in a box, huh? How does this thing even open? I guess we'll open the end. Parts. Shocks. What this is, I'm glad they weren't white. They were white in the picture. A set of Monroe air shocks. And basically, I'm going to get me some cheap-ass air ride out of this. We will install these possibly today and get a little lift out of this rear end. Right now, the issue that I'm having is the front wheels. Front tires, mind you, are a little bit big. 205 75s. I want to say they're around 26 inches tall normally. And they are rubbing when I hit the brakes on the front. So I have a set of 185 65s that I'm getting put on. I think I'm going to go and do them all four all the way around. I'm not a big staggered wheel and tire fan. Don't know why, it's never been my thing. I like even, maybe it's OCD, who knows. But anyway, those shocks are going on this truck real soon. So we'll get these shocks on here. And I can't get my tires till Monday. That kind of sucks. So, I mean, I suppose I can play around with the air here, but it's really the way the front end's jacked up. It's got the rear end raised 3 or 4 inches maybe. But anyway, I want to do that and then move on to the next thing. Who knows what that's going to be. Y'all make me some suggestions so we know what to do with this truck. You know, I don't really care in the end what happens to it, so I'm willing to try anything. I'm not going to put no dancing bed or nothing like that, waste that kind of money on here, but anything that we're trying to learn, show people, you know, newbies how to do, we're going to do it on this truck, just because we can. Okay, so we got 13/16 down there, and we got 13 mils up here. What we probably ought to do is hose them bad boys down a little bit and let them sit. Gotta have that PB blaster. Should be a fairly easy trade out for the Beltec lowering shocks there for those air shocks, assuming none of my U-nuts break, but that's probably going to happen. Well, my bad. There is no U-nuts on the bottom of these. Somehow I feel like there was originally, but whatever. I'll get them off. Yeah, that one there ain't gonna be as easy to get to, is it? Nice. All right. Well, it shouldn't be a real big deal to push your shock down and then slide her off there. Now these ones, I'm not real sure how to go about this, but we'll slide that on.
And I think I want the lines going forward. Just like that. Put our bolt back through here. And a nut on the back side. If you guys can even see what's going on. Yeah, I'm probably blocking it with my body, but we're just reassembling the opposite way that we took it apart. $13 mil. I guess before I here, let's go and put the bottom bolt back on because we're already loaded up. Washer, nut, impact, and you're going to want to tighten that down a little tighter. Go back over here to our 13 mil. This one's a little harder to get to. And that one obviously didn't tighten down. There we go. All right, that was a super easy install. Might not have been that easy had them been the original shocks not already changed out. But you've only got 3 bolts to worry about when you're doing that. So that does make it a little bit easier than some of the others. What we removed was the Beltec Nitro Drop 2s. Excellent shocks. Highly recommended. Basically, all we got to do is exactly the same thing to the other side, and then we'll come back and we'll get on to plumbing. Step 1 is complete. Now we got to figure out what to do with this stuff here, right? I think the last time I had air shocks would have been like 1986. Got some air line, some air fittings. Yeah, that looks high-tech there. And some instructions. Do we read these? What I've decided to do is I'm going to mount the Schrader valve right here. So we're going to drill through this chrome bumper. .5/16, I believe, is the right size. Hopefully. Here's the fill valve they give you, and then a valve cap, basically. If you've never messed with air ride before, which if y'all pay attention, you know I ain't the greatest air ride guy in the world. I'm learning myself, but I think just doing stuff like this would at least get you familiar with the concepts of how air ride works, and you know how you should and shouldn't be running lines next to exhaust and whatnot. You know, keep everything safe as you can. This would slide through from the back side. We'll screw our little nut on here. Probably can't see what I'm doing. Typical. All this stuff's just plastic too. Your air ride fittings are going to be a lot nicer than what you would be using on this. And I think a lot of people do upgrade that do have air shocks and stuff like that. They go ahead and upgrade to better fittings just because it's a little more reliable, I guess you might say. But yeah, that's not too bad. Not even really noticeable right there. I thought about replacing one of these with it, but that'll work. Now I think what I'm going to do here So I'm going to run my line from here and loop back and run behind that, come out here and run inside underneath this guy. And my T will be somewhere right about here. Then I will run the single line back over along the frame to the bumper and to the fitting right there. It's a good idea to put a piece of tape over the end so you don't get any junk down in your airlines when you're routing it through the frame. I hope I got enough line to do what I want to do here. You don't want to kink your lines. Keep them away from anything sharp. Something like that right there. We'll unscrew that cap. And I've got this super tiny washer that we got to put on this line after I get this tape off of here. This stuff should just kind of pull off of here. I didn't tighten it or tape it to try to be taping it. There's an itty bitty tiny washer here. Watch me drop it down in the pit. Okay, first this goes on. Just slide her in there. And then the little rubber washer. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Don't drop it. There we go, okay. Then we're gonna stuff that line down inside there. Hopefully, I bet you can't. Let's get a little closer here, or even closer there. Now you can see I'm pushing the line inside the shock as deep as it'll go. Then I'm gonna slide that washer right down, and we're gonna slide this down next. And make sure I'm not cross-threading, and just tighten that down by hand. It said not to over tighten it because you'll crush the airline when you're doing that. So there you go. Again, I hope that I have enough airline to do what I want to do. Bring this about to halfway here. Cut that in half. And I need to tape this end and run to the other side. Doing it this way is also helping me to keep it away from the exhaust. Oh, whoa. There was already a little rubber washer in there. Uh-oh. So that means there's two on the other side. I'm going to have to fix that, ain't we? Okay. Run this over to about there and cut it. And that's probably, if I run it straight back, it's not enough to run around the frame the way I want it, I don't think. We'll figure it out though. And repeat the same process basically to put this T-fitting in here. As far as I can see. Hope that's what we got to do. Huh. mean, it stays in there. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Just doesn't hold super tight. That seems kind of sketchy considering you want it to 80 pounds of pressure on that bad boy, but okay. Or 90 pounds, 110, 120, I don't even remember what it said was the max. I think 120. Don't go below 20. Don't go over 120. All right. They got little metal clips. You can drill 1/8 inch holes and clip this wire up inside of here if you want to do that, and I probably will. I'm just kind of experimenting here with the way I want to run these wires. I don't know if it's going to be long enough to do it like this. It would be nice if it is. I can put a clip right there. I kind of dig that. It's not perfect, but that's pretty darn close. I think that's what we're going to go with. You guys, can you see here where I'm coming? Got the line here. I don't want it hanging down on that exhaust, but I think that there's just enough here to run to the back of this fitting, at least until I get some more line. I got other plans. Now what we'll do, I'm going to at least run a clip right into there to keep that thing up in the air. These are the little clips they give you. I must just have sensitive hands. I can't get it to go in like that, so let's see if I can. I don't want to break it. Just kind of clips in there like that. I got extra here. We can certainly, I can put another one right there, catching the bottom of that. Another hole right there in the bottom, and clipped it in there too. You know, I add a couple of wire ties just to keep everything from moving around. Well, I think we know what the last step is. I need to go out over here and see if it's daylight yet. Looks bright enough to me. Let's do this. The magic wake-up call for everyone. Okay, that took forever. I bet everybody's awake now. Quit it. I need some good fittings, huh? Alright, here goes nothing, guys. It's raising. That is 70 pounds right there. We're going to go to 90. That's 100.
That's the bad thing about them cheap air fittings, is they always leak. Spend the money and get good ones. I haven't yet. But anyway, that gives us a little bit of a lift there. Can't really tell until we get the bed back on here and the front down. But I'm guessing, I don't know, let's get a measure. Right now I got almost 5 inches of distance between the frame and the bed. So I'm thinking it's probably maybe right about 4-5 inch lift with the air shock, which is definitely enough to be able to haul some stuff around in the bed or to keep you off of your axle against frame if you're riding to a show or something like that. Hope you guys enjoyed the little video. Definitely is probably one of the easier things that we do, and I feel like I say that a lot, but honestly, if your stuff isn't all rusted up, there's only 3 bolts on each side. Drill 1 hole for your air straighter valve and you're good to go. The rest is just running lines. What do we do next? Let me know. Subscribe, comment, like, share. You know the routine. Stay hardcore. Keep on trucking.